Hi, I'm going to channel love energy for you. It passes through me vibrationally. The energy turns into vibration, and there's usually some beautiful message. So I am a channel, and I'm going to share that for you and for all that it may touch and heal. So I just like to say hi at the beginning, and I'll say goodbye at the end. We are going to pick one of your most favorite topics to avoid. It is what you would call ridicule or humiliation. You could think of absolutely nothing worse than this. Well, most of you. This humiliation and ridicule is something that you fear so much that you work to keep it at bay. You will do everything in your power to avoid it. And that includes limiting what you say, how you live. So this very thought of such a thing, such an emotion, keeps you small. It keeps you tiny. Now, what is it you would be doing if you were not fearful of humiliation and shame, and which then causes anxiety for you? It's a big ball of emotions you wish to avoid. Our first point is, it's not going to kill you to be humiliated and ashamed. Now that is something only non-physical might say to you. It's not a usual way of speaking, but really it is just the same as all the others. So ridicule is done by someone else, which is what you're trying to avoid. The shame is what you feel, which really, it's just the same as the others. Somehow you've given it a little more importance than the others. But at the bottom of the shame, you see, we're just going to go right in there. At the bottom of your shame, which comes from the ridicule of others, is your sense that perhaps you are unworthy of unconditional love. That's where that ends up, you see. So the reason you don't want to be ridiculed and go to shame is you don't want to sit in it and then realize, oh, they found out the truth. I'm not worthy. So that's the whole reason for all of this avoidance, is so you don't sit here. So what if we sit here for a moment with you? What if we all sit together in a moment of unworthiness? Are you all going to expire? No. No, you're not. So if you are thinking of a shameful experience and sit in it for a moment, because it goes back to this undeserving place. Shame goes a little deeper, you see. That's not actually as deep as you can go with it. Underneath it is, I'm not worthy to be in this body, this space, this place. I should be obliterated. Now, sitting in that just for a moment, place where you're not deserving of a human body, this we can address. We can't address all of the dressings of it, but we can address the very base of it, the very beginning of it, which is your unworthiness. So you're sitting in unworthiness now, and you're all a little bit uncomfortable, wishing to move through it. The unworthiness, you see, is one more step. It's sadness. Our host is reacting to the sadness in a sort of odd way, but we are going backwards from the shame to the unworthiness to another place where you're tearing all up like this. It's sadness. You don't like to sit there either, but beyond the sadness is your true, deep, deep, deep sadness, is the disconnect from the universe of love. It's your longing to be together, you see. It's your longing for intimacy and love. That's what's underneath your sadness. You're feeling disconnected for those that you belong to, for those you long to be with. That's at the heart of it, or disconnect. The disconnect occurs when you jump into your human body, you see. So the odd thing about this is that sometimes when you're wishing to expire, it is actually to join your family. Kind of upside down, isn't it? Because you left your family to join your human family. And now sometimes you wish to leave your human family to join your energetic family. Always you wish to join a family because you are not so great alone. Not so great wandering aimlessly through emotions and life alone. So there's your sadness, underneath all of that other business that you don't wish to go through, because it lands here. You're alone. It's as if you are one of those pioneers in space that has gone floating off far from their rocket ship, never to be seen again. That's the feeling you have deep, deep down. So, let us sit with you, for just a moment before we continue, you see. There's always another layer. So as you sit in your loneliness and disconnect from family, you will see it lifting. You will see a lightness now when you come to understand that you're never alone. Your family is with you always, physical and non-physical. You are never alone. In order for you to get to a place of knowing, because now you're calmed down, you see. Now you're calm. And why is that? When a few moments ago you were frantic. Now you're calm because you've connected with them, you see. In your state of extreme emotion, they rush to you. They calm you down. Your DNA settles, and then your body settles, and all of a sudden, you don't even remember what you were worried about a moment ago. You see, you're settled now. Settled in a knowing that you are never alone. So it is important for you to go through each of these emotions that you try to avoid so you can get to this place. It's a sense of belonging, a sense of oneness, a sense of connection. You are one with the universe of energetic love. That you can feel at all times. When you sit in this balanced place, you know you belong here. It is your place to be. You've come from love. You exist in love. You are love. So you can sit in that knowing that you are never alone. You are sitting in love. Now and always. This is your place, you see. Sitting comfortably, surrounded by love. This is your comfortable place. It's your place of balance and knowing that all is well. You are well. You are loved. This is the place where you reside. You are never alone. You are greatly loved. There is much love here for you. Namaste. Oh boy. I love you guys. You do feel part of the universe of love. And so are you, I guess. So we're all together in this. I feel great about that.